Sorry, I had to stop the video there because James went on a massive hate speech that wasn't sensitive to anyone's ears. It was disgusting. It was
we're,
appalling.
we're an equal hater, you know. We hate everyone. We hate everyone equally. There's
Oh, it was
no.
god awful. Oh, I'm shocked to the core. We're
Sorry,
back in the
man.
room. So not a traditional pub, but
Yeah, so even like after the comedy night is over, like
everyone's
we
straight out. Yeah,
encourage
they
people
usually.
to stick around, have a drink, that type of stuff. You know,
Yeah.
we'll have some music on. They had like the first night they had someone doing sound, so they had a sound producer for us, they had a photographer. So yeah, it was a really great night. The first night, all the comedians like killed it. I think that was my biggest worry. Like, people were like, "Oh, were you nervous to like MC and do?" I was
Mm.
like, "Not really, because if we're bombing, we'll just bring in a comedian." I was like, "Right, that's enough of me. We'll just as harsh as it is to bring a comedian on if you're bombing. At least you got a leeway with that when you're MCing. I mean, thankfully we weren't bombing, but
But I was fine if you're running a night, you're comparing a night. It obviously it's your night, and as the compare's job, it's your job to hype up the comedians.
oh yeah, yeah,
But also, it's your night. Like,
yeah, yeah, yeah. Well,
you
that's
know what I mean?
also
It's
true. We
your
don't want to
sweet
sound
16.
like some sort of dictator, and just
Well, it is a
but
little bit, isn't it?
it is a bit, it is a
It is
bit,
a little
but
bit. Everyone loves a bit of power. Like,
that's true. Hope we don't go too mad. I mean, I don't know how much power it is running a comedy night in the grand scheme of things. Yeah, I'm not sure we're changing society's rules anytime soon, but
look, so I absolutely love the fact it's not a bringer. It's it's not for open mic people. It's people who are
no.
sort of moving away from that now to sort of get there. Like they've got a solid 10 and
Yeah,
try in front of a proper audience.
yeah, that's what I would say. Like, it's not an open mic night. As I said, like previously, we don't put a benchmark to anyone, having a specific amount of gigs, or you've had to have done a gong show win to be on. Like, we'll take anyone and everyone. The only thing we ask for is that you're funny, and
Which I actually love
that's about
because
it.
I always say to London comedians who are like, they're doing the open mics, you've got to leave London to get a 10, then come back into London. So it's so refreshing to hear that there is a place now
Oh yeah, yeah.
they can, cut their teeth into a 10 minute in a London scene.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, that was the goal. Like, I'm a Londoner. I quite frankly don't want to leave London as much.
Mm.
I've gone outside of London, and man, it's a hellhole up there, man. Even Watford. I've been to Watford. Jeez,
Yeah.
Afghanistan looks better than Watford.
I mean, I gig in Essex quite a bit now,
Oh yeah.
and
Now,
I,
how's that?
I like it to be honest because I was doing fives in London, but I've gone out there and I'm getting 15s, 20s,
Oh yeah, yeah.
and I'm southeast London, Bexley Eve, so I'm just to go over the bridge.
Oh, okay, it's not too
So
bad then.
yeah, I like driving to and from gigs. Like,
I think that's the thing. Like, if you drive, like one of the other comedians on the first night, He Man, is a very funny guy. Because he drives, he's like, oh, me and Callum, we just go up and down to all these gigs, and they give us 20 minutes, all of this stuff, because they're like just in the middle of nowhere in some
yeah,
village. And but it's hard. Like, if you take public transport,
yeah.
it's like, well, fucking, you're down, and they're not paying you, or they're
Mm,
paying you like, maybe it's like £50 or
mm.
something for a set. Like, you're down on the day because you've had to get a train there, train back, probably an Uber to the venue.
Oh, it is ridiculous. Like, I remember I would like to say like comedy. I don't think race, religion, sex, all that. There is no gateway anymore, but there is a financial gateway.
Oh yeah, yeah. Oh
hundred
yeah,
percent.
definitely. If you're not, I mean, I don't understand how anyone can do it like full time, and you're not earning money from it,
Yeah.
because unless you like me. I mean, I live with my mum, so
Right.
that's
Yeah.
great. Our rent is our Netflix and our
Yeah.
Spotify subscription, so it's a very cheap rent. But if you've like moved here from uni, like from let's say from Essex, and you've moved
Mm.
into London and you're paying rent, like you need to be able to pay. It's a lot of rent now as well,
Oh,
nowadays. So
it is
to
extortion.
continue a passion, because it starts off as a passion, and
Then an obsession.
yeah, and then like perseverance. That's the one. If you ever seen the McDonald's, the Founder film,
Yeah, I love it. Love that film.
it's a great film, and he always talks about like perseverance is the key to success.
Yeah.
It's just like keeping at it, because you meet loads of people, and I remember I met this guy on one night, And he was like, oh, I'm not sure. It was like 18 or something. It was like really young. So I'm not sure if I want to keep on doing this. But now I've like had quite a few bad gigs these past 2 or 3 years. I was like, oh, listen, we've all had like bad gigs, but you just got to like truck on. If you have to a delusional level, believe that you're super funny.
Yeah.
And that you're super funny every time you're going to go up on stage. And two, you just got to keep on at it. I mean, that guy did also then do 5 minutes and nobody laughed. So I wish I wish I maybe didn't big him up before. I was like, oh no.
Well, you hyped the soldier to go through the door first.
Yeah,
well, buddy, you got this. Team you, bang! Oh shit!
someone's got to go up the trenches first, don't they?
First through the door's always shot. But I disagree with that fundamentally. Look, if someone wants to do it, I'll be their cheerleader. If they don't want to do it, then don't do it.
Yeah.
I was like, do you know what I mean? Like, it's like, do you know what I mean? Like, I'm okay. Look, by the way, I've never been in the army, never done that. But I imagine like Navy SEALs. If someone wants to drop out, let them drop out.
Oh yeah.
It's a saturated game. Like, well, there's one less member.
Well, that's also true. That's like I see a lot of Koreans like jumping up with joy when someone quits or something like that.
Yeah.
One less.
Another one bites to be honest.
Oh yeah, I mean, especially London. Like, it's such a big city. I mean, there's so many comedy nights here. So many like open mic nights. It's like very easy to get on and do something. And even like you could go and never have done comedy and ask, "Oh, do you mind I get a 5-minute spot?" More than likely, someone's going to say, "Oh yeah, that's fine. You can jump on."
But it's hard to get to the next level without saying that's why I think your night's fantastic for people to they can get their 10-minute videos. They can play in front of a decent sized crowd.
Definitely. I mean, like that's the one thing that was our main thing when we made this was to make it like a stepping stone from the open mic night and not necessarily, I think I suppose the route now is that you do a gong show, you win at the gong, and then you get a night, a spot on their night. But that's just like, it's almost like rolling the dice, depending on
I disagree with that. Whilst I think that does happen, like my boy Abdul, he's done that. He's a fucking killer in the gong shows. But I think gong shows are a lot of careless whispers.
Yeah.
I love you do this, then you'll get it. I think, I don't know, because I know gong shows, they don't, you don't get paid to be on there, but you're going to play in front of a good sized crowd.
Right, yeah.
I think it's got the X Factor element almost. I mean, like, we've got our good people, but also let's laugh at the freaks.
Yeah, I get that. And also, like, when I did King Gong and all
that was my first gig, King Gong.
Already? Yeah. So that's a tough one to start off at.
Yeah, minute 23.
That's all right. That's not too bad for the first. I mean, hey, when I did mine, I was 1 minute 10. That's how long I did it for.
No, you're shit.
And hey, well, I started
with an extra 13 seconds, could you, bitch? Like me.
Oh yeah, we did start. We did start with a Holocaust joke and then go into the Queen passing.
Too far.
And that was the week before.
We'll take a Holocaust joke, not a Queen joke.
All right. So, and there was a guy on that night, and they sometimes invite audience members up to do it.
Yeah.
And there was just this guy went up. He'd never done comedy before, and he lasted like 3 minutes something. It was quite a funny guy. Yeah. And he just kind of ran out of steam. And then the next guy up from him was a comedian, and he went up, and I don't know what possessed him to say this. And this is coming from the guy who opened with a Holocaust joke.
Yeah.
And I didn't mean to. He just said "thank fuck" for that, and he got gonged off instantly. 8 seconds. He beat the King Gong record for getting gonged off.
See, I know the guy when the first time I was first on a gig I did, and then the second person who was giving me advice, he lasted about 8 seconds because he was from New Zealand. The second he opened his voice.
Oh man, yeah, I think this guy was also a New Zealander or an Aussie. I can't remember which, but he had that type of accent.
So, yeah, okay. When people say London's not racist anymore, try being from Australia or New Zealand.
Oh yeah, we hate those guys.
Yeah.
Send them back to keep them enclosed in Clapham.
1,000,000%, bro. 1,000,000%.
Lock them in the infernos and burn it now.
keep to your walkabouts. Then.
No, I mean, look, I got family in Australia. Us Turks, we're everywhere, man. We're everywhere.
Is that the equivalent? Because I've got that one black friend.
No,
I have friends in Australia. I'm allowed to say this.
No, and they're like from Melbourne, and I don't know what possesses people to move from Australia to here.
I'm the other way around. I would never go to. I love the accent there. Why go to the one place where every single animal wants to kill you? If
That's
I'm going
true.
to check my shoes for a spider or my toilet for a snake, I'm out.
That's what keeps life fun. You know, the little fear element. That's what makes you enjoy every day. You wake up and you're not dead, and you think, you know what, this is a good day.
But it's weird. So I can watch anything I want about sharks. I'm not scared of sharks. You know why? Because I will never go where there's sharks.
Sharks. I've dived with sharks before, and I've
No.
like they're all
Why?
right. Well, when you're
How do you know
diving,
they're
you
all
tend
right?
to be in there. You tend to be in their house, so it's like
Yeah,
hard
you're
to get
going into
away
their
from them.
rules. But, like, I don't understand why anyone would roll with them dice. Like, I have no fear because I'm not going to play that game.
I wouldn't do the cage dive one where they attach like fresh meat to it and then the great whites like going at it, like
Why
those
would
ones.
anyone do that? Like,
Well, some people do that. Some people
it's
take to
like the
it.
like like cave divers and things like that.
Oh yeah, well that is just stupid. I hate
Like,
those guys. Those
yeah, like there's an element of like I guess probably is the death wish part of it, but yeah, fuck that. To be honest,
well, it's
uh,
like those guys. They'll go to like a cave and it's called like the Devil's Butthole, and they'll be like, oh yeah, this is they got a loving family, 2 kids, wife, got a good job, and they're like, yes, I want to go cave crawling in here, and then they die. I was like, why? Just
okay, and also I'm going to throw this out here. Part of my white rally march thing I'm going to do
oh
later
yeah,
on.
okay.
They tend to be white.
They do tend to be white. Oh, well, they do. That's because white people, they just be doing crazy shit all the
Well,
time.
bitches be crazy out here nowadays.
Yeah,
Bitches be
it's just
crazy.
life is so good sometimes that you just got to chuck in something that adds a little bit of trauma or like hardship to your life. That's what the cave crawling
Yeah.
is.
I'll stick away from that. So going back to your night. So how do people go about applying for your night? I know you said there was your Google form.
Yeah, so I've got a Google form on our like Instagram and our Facebook page. And that will be like it'll be like a quarterly basis. So
Right.
like this current one is taking for, well, obviously we've booked that for November,
Yeah.
but it's taking for December and January, which is the next 2 nights. And then once I'm supposed to get the December and January dates this week, I'm going to try and nail them
Yeah.
down. So then we can book the comedians for that. And then the excess, because we obviously had like, we've only got 6 spaces. I think we've had like 30 people
I was
apply.
about to say, how many people would you get applying?
Yeah, I think currently it's like maybe 25, 30 people.
Mm,
So obviously I've sent an email to everyone to like keep them up to date.
mm.
Don't want people to just be like, twiddling their thumbs and stuff like that. And once I have a date down, I'll then put the comedians into that, let them know, and then all the excess comedians that don't get into December and Jan,
Laugh at.
I'll put them into Feb. I'll put them into
Oh,
next
okay.
year's.
Because the problem is, like, I found it with doing this pod also. I did in like a month back, a couple of like Facebook posts, be like, oh, who wants to come on the pod? And I had over 500 people. And
Jeez.
I was like, you know what? I'm just going to go find the people I want to talk to.
Oh yeah, I mean, I try to be as unbiased as I can.
Yeah.
Obviously, if I've seen someone perform, and I'd be like, oh, like this, the guy on up this next night that we got coming up on November 6th, Lance Mal. He is like one of the few people that made me belly laugh,
Hmm.
and I'm like, I laugh at like a lot of stuff, but I was just like, I find his set and just his cadence, like everything, he's like honestly like a super funny guy. Should
Hmm.
get him on the pod if you can.
What was his name?
Lance Mal.
Lance. Well, okay, cool. Because I'll see your Instagram on it. I mean, how much? Okay, no, I'll do this one first. And I'll go after. How much in comedy is nepotism? Like
Uh,
people who like you've gigged with and stuff now know you're doing a night. Have they tried to like wog one you?
Not really. I mean, I've reached out to people like personally, but
Mm.
who I started off with, and who are now all like professional comedians. I said, listen, if you ever want to come down, do 10 minutes here, you know,
Yeah,
apply tonight. Like, give me a heads up. Obviously, I've seen these guys plenty of time. But I like for me, I hate getting like handouts of stuff.
yeah. I
I
don't.
yeah. Well, I suppose when
I
it
love a
comes your way,
handout.
you
Yeah,
take it, but.
yeah.
But I
Well,
kind
I've
of
all
want
that
to
shit up, Gem, all day, mate. You can't lie to you. So,
like I want to be there because someone has wanted me there, or
yeah.
someone has said, "Oh, this guy's like really funny. I'd love him to come down," or this guy's like built up enough of a following from his comedy or whatever it is. Let's get him down. That type of stuff. Like
Yeah.
there is in anything to do with entertainment, there's a element of nepotism and networking.
Mm.
This, I mean, in anywhere, in any type of job, really, is kind of who you know helps you get your foot in the door. But
Yeah,
then
I
once
mean,
your
what you're
foot is
saying,
in,
and it's shitty, but that's the way it is. Like we could all,
with that, the one caveat to that is if you're shit, you're gonna get found out pretty quick.
you will
And
get exposed. Yeah,
yeah,
that is.
so you might get that foot in the door, but if you're terrible in it, like even with like actors, I think the whole nepotism thing is a big thing in acting, right? Because like actors, parents who are like really famous and they get them onto jobs and stuff like that. But if you're a shit actor, the bill's gonna stop at some point, unless it's your dad who's the
Uh,
producer or whatever. But
1,000,000%. But the one that makes me laugh about acting is that like like they've got all the awards, all that crap, and all
yeah,
acting's hard. It's hard. One, when you look at acting, I could act better than I see some of these actors from the 60s, 70s. Throwing it out there, like, but
that's
that
the
kid who just
cocaine for you, I think. Yeah, that's the cocaine keeping them going.
that is,
As
yeah.
opposed,
It's also, but I've always think about like how prestigious it is. But that kid who's 14, 15, who did that adolescence thing.
oh yeah, I don't know his name because I've actually not watched it,
Okay, spoilers.
but
No.
I know what happens.
Okay, but
Yeah.
I say he won all the awards, but that was his first ever acting gig.
Oh yeah, I mean that I think I saw the interview like Stephen Graham saying they didn't want someone who was like a child actor. They wanted someone who was maybe
And
like
no
did
one.
some drama stuff or just say
Yeah,
like no one just to.
but in comedy you couldn't go do your first ever 5 minute set and all of a sudden, do you know what I mean? You're doing a
I
polo.
mean,
So,
it's very unlikely, yeah, unless you like absolutely blow the house down and it's like the King Gong show and you ended up winning it or something like that.
well,
But it's very unlikely, yeah, that off your
well,
just
I always say, but I
one.
think King Gong Show is by far the hardest. When I did it, there
Oh
was
yeah,
40 comedians and only two got through.
yeah. When I did mine, I can't remember how many there were of us, but I think it was three of them got through to the finals,
Mad stats in it.
and they
Absolute
were
mad stats.
all like,
So, so is that okay? One last thing. So on your night, we're talking about nepotism a little bit there, and like I'm so bad for it. When I'm bringing a comedian on, the first thing I look at is their Instagram followers. I'm
okay,
guilty
yeah,
of it, just like everyone is.
okay,
There's always so okay. If you had you've got one spot left on your night. Somebody sends you a clip. Let's call him Barry, and it
yeah,
is a 10 minute, and he is a killer. He is a
oh yeah,
killer.
definitely get him
Yeah.
down.
Or somebody who's like, oh, I want to apply. I've got no video, but he's got 500,000 followers on Instagram. Who are
No,
you choosing?
you gotta have a video. That's the one thing that we kind of explicitly asked for. I definitely have like Barry down. If he's
You
got a
would know,
video
but
of
no,
him,
I know, but what you would choose Barry over the 500,000 follower
yeah,
person.
we've only got 60 seats. He can't bring 500,000 people with him, can he?
Well, that
It's
would get a
like,
ticket event real quick, isn't it?
yeah, yeah. There's only so many people we can fit in anyway.
Mm.
I mean, like, you know, if you've got 500 and he's a comedian, right?
Yes,
Like, how do you not have a video? How do you not have
I
a
know,
10
but
minute 5 minute video?
it's a, do you know what I mean? It's a theoretical thing. Like
Yeah, yeah. No, I definitely have Barry down over
back in
someone with just
Barry.
like
I
a
like
following.
that.
Yeah, yeah.
I like
Listen,
that.
the main thing, like with me, like the thing I was nervous about on like our first night wasn't so much about, oh, am I going to be funny? Because about 95% of the crowd were like family and friends.
Yeah.
I was like, these guys, they're the converted, right? And I'm the priest, so we don't have to get them. They're going to sing in the choir.
Yeah.
But I was just more like, oh man, what if like people don't like someone on the lineup? And
Yeah,
thank God
but they're not gonna
everyone
like
killed it.
everyone, are they?
No, of course. I mean, that's what comedy is subjective, right?
Yeah.
So it's like you might do. Yeah, I've done loads of gigs where this one set has like killed it in one place, and I'd done it literally the next week after, and it's been like crickets. And I'm like, guys, they loved this last week. I'm not sure you got the memo, but yeah, no, I think I definitely have Barry over someone with a following.
Yeah.
But
So someone sends you the 10 minute video. Is that sort of like, first of all, do you watch the whole 10 minutes?
I do, yeah. I'll
Commendable,
watch.
commendable.
I will watch all the 10 minutes. I will then send it to my friend Coram, who does a lot of the judging on Leicester Square new
Nice.
Comedian of the Year stuff. And I'll get a second opinion on that, just so to make sure that it's not just, maybe I'm not finding this funny specifically, and
Yeah.
he's maybe might have seen them, stuff like that. So it's quite a rigorous.
Well, I like the sort of like the theory behind it. Like, if you've got 6 people, do you want 6 storytellers? You probably want a one-liner comedian in there. You might want a musical comedian in there. Like,
Yeah, although I
and then what
do.
order do you put them in?
So that's what on our night. So the order is well, what we've been trying to do is it's decided on the night. So it's like a gimmick we do. Like I'm gonna
Yeah.
have like a Nerf gun. I'm gonna get all the comedians up there and
Yeah.
do like a Russian roulette. There's only 3 bullets in there, and bring someone up from the audience to basically shoot the comedians, and that will decide like the lineup, the first 3, and then we'll do it again in the second half. This has met some logistical problems because some comedians don't want to be shot. Some comedians don't come on time. So
Some deserve to be shot.
Oh yeah, well I do say as a joke, I was like, listen, if you're bombing, we will shoot you at the back like an Alec Baldwin style. But no, so that's how we kind of decide it on the night.
Wait, who'd
And
get
then
funny about that? It's a Nerf gun.
yeah,
We
I mean,
won't,
what
we
can I
won't
say?
delve into that, but
What
yeah,
can I
go
what
on.
can I say, man? Everyone's got their own preferences. So
Yeah.
I mean, on this like next night, someone didn't particularly want to be shot, so I'll just stand in their place and I'll be like, you can shoot me in the head. It's okay, I can handle it. So, but I don't specifically look for like, oh, we've got to have like a musical act, we've got to have a character comedy, all of that stuff. I just will try to. I don't know. I just if I find like, oh, okay, these first 6 funny, I'm like, okay, that's great,
Yeah,
and I'll
job done.
try to balance out the act, like the acts out. Because a lot of the thing, like core of my friend, he was telling me, oh, you've only got one female comedian on in your first show, and I was like, yeah, I mean, the first one, I just specifically reached out to people.
Yeah.
I didn't have like a Google form.
Oh, people do get very cuckold over that, but I like after doing this a while, I'd say the male to female ratio is probably 1 in 6 apply.
But yeah, I mean, there's not there's loads of male comedians, I guess, and there's not as many female. Hey, this night's got 2 females on it, so we're working our way up.
Yeah, yeah,
But
yeah,
as I
yeah.
said, it's only 6 slots, so these slots go quite quick.
Yeah.
And
Well, 100, I find that so one. I find the 10 minutes commendable. I love that. The fact it's not a bringer, I love.
oh yeah,
And yeah, but also you can't do a quality of outcome. You've got to find the best 6 people.
yeah. I mean, that's what we try to do, and and then that's on me to kind of hype the crowd up and get them kind of ready for it, especially because I'll have seen everyone's kind of comedy style to a
Yeah,
sense, and so I'll know what I can then kind of joke about and play into. And as I said, I'm
yeah,
like quite a dark comedian. I think you can kind of joke about anything.
yeah.
And
I'm on the field. Yeah. Can you joke about anything?
if you're good enough, yes. If you're good enough, it's like you can obviously make a joke about whatever topic you want to make, and then if it's not if it's not going well, that's on you.
Actually, yeah, you got the right to say whatever you want. The audience have got the right to think you're a prick or not.
Yeah, of course, yeah. I mean, as I said, like a comedian's job, it's to convince everyone that what you think is funny is funny.
Yeah,
Because everyone else obviously has their own idea of what humor is and what comedy is. So, and when you go to it, you're not going to be able to pick out who's in the crowd, especially as you do bigger and bigger gigs. And people maybe not so much into comedy come to gigs, with their partners or whatever, like a date night.
yeah,
It's on you as a comedian to then, it's like a negotiation, right? It's like
yeah.
you're negotiating with the crowd as to this is funny, and I'll explain why it's funny. And if it doesn't work, it's like you give a little tap of the mic. That tends to get a bigger laugh sometimes than most of the jokes.
Well, that's what I find it hard sometimes about being a storyteller comedian. Now, I wrote a bit last night, and I think it's the best bit I've ever written.
It's like me every time I pick up the pen until
it's 12 minutes long.
That's a pretty long. It's a pretty long set.
It is a very long set. But the bit I'm struggling with is I need some because I want to go try it, and I'm gonna go try it on I think on Wednesday I'm trying it.
Yeah.
But I need some exits in case it's not working. In case it's not
going well, yeah. Yeah, I mean, when you do this long enough, like you'll always know some backup jokes to just fall on that you know
Yeah,
work, and it might not necessarily go in synergy with the story that you're talking about. But sometimes you just got to kick the synergy out of it. If it's not working, you just got to,
scrap.
you know,
Yeah, I
an
mean,
exit plan is just out the window. No one plans to jump out the window.
no,
But,
yeah, yeah, no one has the contingency, but
yeah.
so that's something that and he's working. I mean, like, do you have like in your bits? Do you have like like you're dipping the toe in the water moments? Like, okay, so if they like that, they'll like this. If they like this, they'll like that.
Uh, I kind of just go all guns blazing.
Nice, I like that.
A
Yeah,
bit like a SWAT team. I just knock the doors down and
spray and pray.
oh yeah, that's it. Like I do have like kind of exit contingencies of jokes that I know work,
Hmm.
and I suppose I'll then try to play on whatever I'm joking about to a certain extent. Because yeah, as I said, I've been doing it since 2018, so I've fucking got like a whole book full of like comedy jokes that have been used throughout the years. Like especially when I started, I used to do maybe 2 gigs a week,
Hmm.
and every gig I'd write new material for it.
That's mad. I did that, and I think I lasted 3 gigs.
Yeah, I was just like, oh, my friends come to, or like, we'd all meet up after work and we'd all have a couple drinks or whatever, spoons, and then and I'm like, oh, I don't want these guys to see the same stuff I joked about
Yeah,
last week. So I was like, oh, I'll think of something new up, or at least have one like kind of placeholder joke and then kind of go from there. So that's why I've got like a shit ton of material, and some of it works, some of it doesn't, some of it needs like some adaptation. But yeah.
yeah. I mean, when you're trying out new material, do you like always do like the same open, same close, and just chuck a couple new bits in, or
No, I always I'm like a roulette table. You
nice?
never know what happens when the dice yeah, you never know where it's gonna land.
I like
Uh
that.
yeah, I'll memorize what I wanna joke about
Mm.
and I'll go on stage and I like one of my bringers, he hates it when he sees comedians on there with like a book. Just like going through the jokes that works with them. He's like, oh no, man. He's like Irish. He's like, when I see that man, I don't even want to laugh. Even if it's funny, I don't even want to laugh when I see them with a book. And I'm like, geez, it's a very critiquing
See,
bringer over it.
I've changed my opinion on that. I used to be the same. I hated seeing someone with their phone and with their book, and I think it was just me being over bitchy. If it was an open mic night, I would rather take a book up and make sure I get the joke right for when I actually need it, instead
Yeah,
of half-arsing and be like, "Well, I didn't get what I wanted out of that night."
yeah. I mean, I'm like, I don't really mind if someone goes out with a book. Like, I have a bit that I do now, but I require the book because
Mm.
it's all these like R. Kelly song names, and it's
Wait,
like,
I was more of a rocker.
well, he's got some dubiously named song titles. I'll tell you that much. One of them's called like "Guilty Until Proven Innocent." I know,
Oh, he was
innocent until.
subliminally telling people,
Oh
wasn't
yeah,
he?
he was like the Zodiac killer of the R&B world.
Yeah.
If you listened to R. Kelly and you knew about him, you knew this guy was up to some freaky shit. Uh,
That's the one thing I've never got. Like, so like rock music back in the 60s, it was like she was only 16. Like, it's like one songs like
oh
that. It's
yeah,
like, and
everyone knows like rock and roll for that, and I suppose back then as well, when rock and roll was like really big in the '60s and '70s, it was a bit more accepted to maybe date someone 16, whilst now you're getting Jeffrey Epstein calls.
yeah, you're
Yeah.
going onto that island. Like I was saying, but I start like how, and I don't understand how Jimmy Savile got away with it.
Oh, I used
You
to
look at that
know.
guy and
Oh
it's like,
no,
right,
I know how he got away with it because everyone basically knew, and they just didn't do anything. Like I used to work with a guy whose parents were ITV producers.
yeah.
They'd been ITV. They used to help with Jim Will Fix It,
Hmm.
and they never used to bring him and his sister to set, and they knew about him. I mean, either they reported it to the police, and it was just like brushed under a rug, or they just kept on working, didn't want to, because I
Maybe there's
guess,
a cost benefit analysis. He can raise 100 million for charity, and then
yeah,
we'll throw him a kid.
yeah, it's like, how many people do they save as opposed to how many people do they rape? It's like, it's the balancing act of it.
But
It's
it's
that.
weird because okay, we're going down this fucking rabbit hole. Like, no matter what anyone's, it's like okay, Ian Watkins. Lost Profits. I can never listen to Lost Profits again.
I mean,
Okay.
I don't even listen to Lost Profits in the first place,
Okay.
so I've saved my cancelling of him. So
I couldn't hear his voice. No, one of my favorite bands, and after the second I found out, I could never listen to him ever again. Michael Jackson.
he didn't do it. He didn't do it.
I
I'm
agree.
of the belief.
I agree. I agree 100%. Macaulay
It
would have
was the
said it by now.
monkey. It was the monkey who did it, you know.
Was it Marcel? No, Ross.
No, it was
Bono.
Bubbles. Bubbles.
Bubbles. Okay, but Michael Jackson was so good. Like I
Oh
think
yeah.
he
Yeah,
could have
listen.
orchestrated 9/11, the Holocaust, and I'll be like, I'm still listening to
Listen,
Thriller.
you gotta. Some people like listen. I listen to R. Kelly. I listen to Kanye. You gotta sometimes disassociate the artist from the art.
No, but I think only when I hit a certain level of skill.
Yeah, yeah, of course. I mean, listen, Elvis. I love Elvis. He was also a freaky guy, Elvis. You know,
100%.
like
It's like a graph, isn't there? It's like if you do this
talent.
freaky shit, you need to be this
Yeah,
talented.
talent, pedophile. It seems to, I don't know,
Yeah.
weirdly go
They
hand in
fall
hand.
below it. Kanye needs to drop a new album
Oh
back
yeah,
up
yeah.
again. Like,
So I mean, like, yeah, like there are so many. If you look at history and you see so many people who, even inventors, philosophers, whatever, they're all doing stuff in modern day that wouldn't be morally okay. So
oh,
it's like you
a
can't
million
like
percent.
cancel everything. It's just like you just got to accept that these people under the modern view would
Yeah, you
not.
can't benchmark them with today's standards.
Yeah, yeah.
100%. So, speaking of people sending you videos,
Uh-oh. Yes.
the
They're all
segue
clothed.
skills
They're
are
all clothed. Yeah, they're all clothed. It's not a Harvey Weinstein type of, yeah.
I showed my segue abilities just then. Being old, it's the worst fucking segue in the world. So, someone sends you a 10-minute video. Is that just a validation, or would you want them to do that set?
No, it's just for us to see that they have 10 minutes worth of like comedy.
Okay.
Even if someone sends like 2 5-minute videos, like we're not specific with it. Um, it's just for us, for me, to see that okay, you have got 10 minutes in the bag. Because the last thing I want, or any audience member wants, or even a comedian, is to be up there. You've only got 5 minutes,
Yeah.
and then you're just trying stuff, and it's not
Oh,
landing.
a
It's
million
like,
percent. I don't know. Like, tell me if this would piss you off or not. When I get given a 10-minute, I always think to myself, right, and it hasn't been the case yet, but I've created this theory in my head. If you are bombing, you can get off at 7. If you
yeah,
are
yeah.
killing it, you can stay till 12.
Oh yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. 100. Listen, if you're killing it, I'm happy for you to stay on for a bit longer and stuff. Like we give you a little red light
Yeah.
when you're at 9 minutes 30,
Like
whatever.
loading the Nerf gun.
Oh
More
yeah, well,
bullets.
but if you're killing it, it's fine. We're not gonna take
Yeah.
you out with a Nerf gun. You're not gonna get Charlie Kirked.
Yeah.
But
To the left, to the left.
yeah, but like if you, I mean, I think Cal, he did all he wanted to say, and he finished at 8 minutes or 9 minutes or something like
Yeah.
that. So he had a little bit extra left. And he just like left, and he left on a high. It's better to leave on a high
Yeah.
than it is to then start fumbling around and just thinking of things. And because then for audience, not really me, because it doesn't really affect me if you bomb.
Yeah.
It's going to be on you. You're going to feel like, yes, we've all like had bad gigs, and you think, fucking hell, that was shit.
Yeah.
Like, why didn't I just stop there, or I shouldn't have done that, all of that stuff.
It's like knowing however good happens after 1 a.m. If you're still at 1 a.m.,
Oh yeah,
just go
yeah.
home. Just go home.
Don't listen to your thoughts past 9 p.m. Yeah,
Yeah.
but and especially like obviously now it's free tickets, so there's no sort of buy-in for the audience, so there's no kind of benchmark or expectation. But if we're charging £5, £10 a ticket, there's a level of expectation then that comes with that to be like, oh well, I've put my hard-earned money, even if it's only £5 or £10, whatever.
It's the principle more. Yeah.
Yeah. So we don't come to the night if you're planning to bomb. But from people's videos that I've seen, and like me then seeing them in person, like I haven't seen anyone that I would think would bomb on the night. Or
So this is one of my favorite questions I love asking promoters. Right, I send you a 10-minute video and I'm a killer. You're like, right, we're getting him on. He's going to go on second. So there's a comedian on after me, okay? I send you some lovey-dovey material. You love it. I go on and I am the rudest, most horrible, offensive prick in the world. I call every crowd member and their mum a slag. I get booed off the stage. Okay?
Okay. But what? So they weren't laughing here.
They weren't laughing.
Okay,
I was
right.
hated by the whole room. I was the worst thing you ever saw. I pretty much metaphorically took a shit on your
All
stage.
right. Yeah.
As the compare, how would you bring the room back?
We'd have to do a lot. We'd have to bring it. You have to a bit extended time than I would maybe normally do on the mic.
And then I
I
walk off and
think,
go, "Oh, tough crowd."
yeah, I think you'd have to just play on the. You'd have to just play on what just happened. You know, you have
Yeah,
to kind of joke about it and be like, well, see that guy didn't take his meds or something like that. You know, it's
yeah.
like, and at that point, I'm sure it can't get worse for whoever's just bombed. So you're just gonna have to maybe hold a little bit of a roasting.
Oh, I
And
wasn't. I wasn't we're all a team today. But if someone fucks up that much on stage, it's free. It's fair game.
oh
It's fair
yeah,
game.
yeah.
Like,
And like, I'm happy to always roast people anyway, but
yeah,
I will never try. I would never like, especially with the emceeing stuff. Like, I'm not gonna disparage or bring down like a comedian before they come on.
no, yeah, 100%.
And I think I just kind of I've seen like some MCs do like do that, and it's kind of just been like a kind of alternative comedy thing, I guess, or I don't
Yeah,
know if they're just finding their feet as an MC, and it just kind of kills the room, and you're like, fuck, like this poor comedian. Like as I said, me, I just go up there, I do my jokes, I don't actually really care what people think. We're gonna do what we find funny, and if you don't find it funny, it's all right.
I did that once, and I felt so guilty. So I weren't meant to MC the show. I ended up
Yeah.
MCing it, and going around. It's where gig I actually first met Callum.
Oh
Not no,
yeah.
not Callum. The one you've got on in November.
There's six of them. You have to
Firth, Charlie, Charlie.
Charlie. Oh, Charlie. Yeah,
Yeah,
Charlie
I first
Firth.
met Charlie there, and there was the third comedian. I can't remember his name, and and I was like, right, this next comedian, fucking killer. He's one of my best mates. I've gigged him all the time. You're gonna love him. Please bring to the stage. And I forgot his name.
Oh, yeah, that's pretty poor form. You got to know the names as like as an MC. Like I won't go out there and say, "Oh, these are my best friends." Or I'll say, if I
But anyway,
know
I
them.
wasn't meant to compare it. It was my
Oh
third gig
yeah.
of the day, and I was just
So
like,
learning stones.
learning curve to the
That's definitely.
absolute max. But yeah, still don't know his name. But I was like, oh,
Oh
you're
yeah,
gonna.
that's bad. He can't even get a shout out on the pod. Sorry, the nameless comedian.
I think it's better that way, in all honesty, because that means he wasn't memorable.
I suppose that is true. I mean, that's my one thing of having quite an ethnic name is that if we bomb or if someone finds us like, oh, that guy was super offensive, there's no way they're going to cancel me because they're not going to be able to spell out my name properly. So it's like, I'm all right. Obviously, the flip side is how the hell are they going to find you if you do really well? But we'll figure it out as we go along.
Yeah, I hate the social media side of this game, but I feel like it's got to be done.
Oh yeah, I feel like obviously now like a big thing is people don't want to upload their sets because they
Yeah,
want to save that for actual like live comedy. So they then do like crowd work stuff. And obviously that's super hard to get those videos when you're doing 5 minutes. And on our night, I'll record everyone and I'll just render it and I'll send it to them. And I said obviously you guys can use it for wherever you want if you want to just use it as reference or
yeah,
upload it, all of that stuff. And I'll ask for their consent for then us to upload stuff as well.
mm.
But
That's
yeah,
good.
like we try to make it, everyone leaves happy. The
Yeah,
audience is happy, the comedians are happy, we're happy, the bar's happy.
but I think that's the best way for a night to grow.
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, that's especially like where we are. I think we've got a really good deal going. Like this pub, because my one worry was finding a venue
Mm.
that they're just like, oh, here's the space, you can just do whatever you want with it.
Yeah,
And they didn't help promote it. They didn't really care what goes on. It needs to be like a partnership between you and the pub. Because I've heard loads of people who started their nights just going well, and then the pub's like, oh yeah, actually we kind of want you guys out now. Or just like
yeah,
no notice. And so when you're scrambling to find a new venue, especially if you do like a weekly night,
Yeah, a lot of like I think there's some promoters out there who are a little bit seedy, but then there are other ones who are just doing good things out there, and they're just creating good comedy for the community.
That's one of us. We keep our seediness outside of comedy, you know. That's
Yeah,
keep
behind the
the
closed
seediness.
doors.
Yeah, exactly. The other aspects of life, we'll do seedy stuff, and comedy, it's the pure stuff. So,
Go on, Jay, I'll end it with this one, brother. I usually end with give advice to a new comedian, all that shit, but we're gonna end it with this. Why should people come to Revolver?
it would stop me from killing myself right Listen, if you want to come and you want to
That's about
see,
just. Yeah.
yeah,
I'll
that's
end it
it.
there. I'll end it
Cricket,
there. There we go.
yeah.
Thank you.
Uh, for Revolver comedy, if you want to come and you want to see like up and coming comedians and professional comedians for not much, but currently is free, you know, both the present and future comedy, come on down. It's on a Thursday. Come with your workmates. You know, everyone's out on a Thursday anyway now. So come down. Pub's really nice. And come just have a good time, have a laugh. You know, we can assure the quality of all the comedians by myself. And then you can make your own judgment from then.
And that's why you compare. And I absolutely can't testify and credit enough the fact that one, it's a London where it's not a bringer. That 10-minute spots
Oh,
is
yeah.
great for. So many comedians listen to this will see this as a breath of fresh air and the right way to go in London comedy.
I'm going to have to give a little kneel. I have to give it a kneel and a fist after
I
this.
don't know Neil, and I won't fist him, but that's your decision to make, to be honest. But yeah, 100 guys, go check it out. Go absolutely spam that form when he puts it out. Get on there, get your 10 minutes, and dude, like, can't commend it enough. And I'll 100% come down and check it out, mate.
Appreciate it, man. Thank you so much for having us on the podcast as well.
No worries,
And
man. Really appreciate
loved
it.
it.
Good
Even
man.
though we had some technical difficulties halfway through.
No, that
But
was just your hate speech that I will
yeah,
not tolerate.
yeah. That was Elon Musk. He cut us off. He's giving us a call.
Yeah, we've got him now. Go.
Yeah.
He's locked in. Cheers, brother. Guys, cheers for watching. Cheers,
Thanks,
man.
guys. Daniel, very, very much, man. Take care.